Hey, today I'm going to talk about the crystal or the mineral known as Shungite. Now, I must say, I'm rather surprised that I haven't spoken about this one before. I may have in another vlog where I was talking about a various range of crystals and methods to help with certain things that we were going through at the time. And I have a beautiful little pyramid of this that sits in my office as well. So most Shungite is about 2 billion years old, and it's often found in a very particular place in Russia. Now the speed at which it vibrates is usually anywhere with sort of mid to high speeds of vibration for the stone, and the physiology that often people will use this stone with in regards to the body are things like allergies, sore throat, asthma, liver, the kidney, gallbladders, autoimmune diseases, pancreas as well, and it can be quite good with fatitude, so when you're feeling quite low energy. And in regards to the energy points of the body and where you may wish to place this or work with this, often it can be used with most of the energy points in the body, usually in conjunction with another stone that would often be used with that particular energy point. So another thing I would like to just remind you is that because it's black, and whenever you have a black crystal, it's really important that you cleanse it on a very regular basis. Black crystals and some other crystals, of course, have a tendency to obviously draw out a lot of denser energy, but then they remain within the stone, and it's happening quite a lot with these kinds of stones. So it's always a good idea to cleanse them. Now, the types of cleansing methods that you would use with this stone, depending on the kind of stone you have, this one's obviously a tumbled stone, it can withstand most cleansing methods. Although I leave that up to you as to the research in regards to if there was any by chance that would damage the stone, then of course err on the side of caution. Now the planet that this stone is often associated with is Saturn. I really resonate that. It's in Western astrology, that is my chart ruler. And yeah, Saturn definitely has this particular energy that I would associate a lot with Shungite actually. And the elements that people may use when working with Shungite, things like fire, wind, and storms, which is quite interesting actually. It was quite well used among certain communities during pandemic moments for particular reasons that I won't go into in this vlog. And I remember back, it must have been about 2019, someone was sharing with me a story about when they were traveling with this stone. They were moving stones around the world at the time, and they said that they had issues with traveling with Shungite, and they would sometimes be stopped by the airport security when traveling with the stone, obviously having it in your carry-on, because it was often coming up as a weapon. And I won't go into too much about that, but I've always thought that was rather interesting thing to note about this stone. And it's often used to actually purify water. There are particular compounds within the stone that can really help with the purification of water. I would probably use more of the raw form to do that. However, I'm sure you may still be able to with the tumble. There's just the stone is predominantly made up of compressed carbon, and that has a lot of purification properties. So you'll find in particular, I guess you'd say villages around where it's found, and then also places, sort of in the outskirts of that, going into more Asia, that they would talk, they would share stories of how they would use Shungite to purify their water. Yeah, so some people do that. They'll put it in their drink bottle or their water jug, and I'll leave your research. I'll let you do your research about that. Now, the often uses for the stone, other than the purification of water, is EMF protection. It actually can be quite protective in regards to the electromagnetic fields So hence why I have a pyramid in my office. And yeah, I'd highly recommend, if you have a piece of shungite, to place it near technology that you're using. I'm aware that some people you can get shungite like stones that you can actually place on your phone. So yeah, I guess there's all sorts of different technologies with this stone out there that can assist with your use of other technologies. It has also been used in radiation, so minimizing the effects of radiation, insomnia, relieving pain and inflammation, can heal ailments. It's quite good at, I think I said it before, your energy levels. You're feeling quite fatigued, you're feeling quite low, you're feeling quite tired. It can be quite good at detoxifying the mind, the body, and spirit, and it can help relieve stress and anxiety. Also can help lower blood pressure and assist with mind concentration. So if you're on some kind of medication that is trying to control your blood pressure, obviously you may want to err on the side of caution if you're using the stone, especially close and near the body. And there's also some research that suggests that it may even help with HIV and other viral diseases. I would say, out of all, given this modern age, if you were ever to obtain any crystal, this would be the number one crystal that I would recommend that people have. If you were going to be gifted a stone, this is the stone that I would recommend every person living in a modern society, whatever that may mean, but a society of modernity, I would highly recommend having this stone. As long as you're cleansing it, of course. Being black, it needs to be cleansed. Especially with the list of things that I've just expressed there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more research being done on the stone, and I'm sure there is an extensive collection of research that has been done, and I'm interested to see whether more of that will get released to the public. And if you've got any questions about Shungite, or you've got any stories about Shungite, you can also share them below. You can reach out to me on other social media platforms. The description box contains all of that information, and we'll see you in the next vlog.